Hi everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Y'all, we're going to make something that I haven't made in a while, and I'm really excited about it, so stay tuned. Y'all, welcome to my channel. I hope that you are having a wonderful day, and welcome to all of my new friends and to all of my new subscribers. Welcome back to all of my longtime friends and longtime subscribers. Thank you all so much for being here. As I said in the opener, I haven't made these in quite a while, and I'm pretty excited about the one that I've made for today. So I'm going to flip to my overhead camera so that I can give you a closer look at what it is, because y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. All right, y'all, so here is what we are going to be making today. We are going to be making the sweetest 5x5 box that is going to hold 4.5 by 4.5 inch note cards along with envelopes. And we're going to elevate the look of this by using acetate. Y'all, I haven't used acetate in a while. I miss working with it. I miss the look that it gives our projects, and you can see how gorgeous this is. So this is going to be very easy to make. Here's what we're going to need to make it. So to make our box, I am going to be using a very heavyweight paper. This is going to be 330 GSM. This is an extreme heavyweight paper, and that means I don't need chipboard or anything to make my box. So if you're looking to make a box like this and you don't have 330 GSM weighted paper, go ahead and use the heaviest weighted cardstock or decorative cardstock that you have. I'm using a 12 by 12, and then I'm using medium weight 12 by 12 cardstock to make the cards, and then I'll be using regular cardstock to print my envelope. So making this is going to be so easy. We're going to take that 12 by 12, and my printer will print 12 by 12, but it doesn't give me a borderless 12 by 12. And that's okay, because what I have on all four sides is 1/8 of an inch of white. I'm okay with that because usually when you're making a box or a bag, you're folding this over anyway. So borderless print is not that important to me on a 12 by 12. So borderless print is not that important to me on a 12 by 12, but if it is to you and you don't have a printer that will print borderless 12 by 12, go ahead and simply use some paper that you already have in your stash. So this is going to be so easy because on all four sides of our paper, we're going to score at 1 3/4 and 3 1/2. So that is 1 3/4 and 3 1/2. On all four sides. So 1 3/4 and 3 1/2. One 3/4 and 3 1/2 on all four sides. 1 3/4 and 3 1/2. So now we are going to fold and burnish all of our scores, and you can probably tell how thick my paper is, and you can see that this is a very sturdy paper. And let's just fold and burnish on all four sides. All right, so now we're going to remove the 3 corner pieces from all four sides of our box. Very easy to do. We're going to go to the second score mark, and we're going to drag straight down through the middle of that score mark. And then I'll angle in here, go to the second score mark and angle in, and then we'll angle here and remove this piece, and then we can remove that piece at the score mark. We're going to do this on all four sides. So go to that second score mark and drag straight down. We'll angle in here, angle in here, angle, and reduce. Go to the second score mark and drag straight down through the middle of that score mark. Angle in, go to the second score mark, drag straight down. Let's angle and reduce this. Let's do the same thing on our last one. Go to the second score mark and drag straight down through the score mark. Let's angle, angle, and reduce. And then I'm just going to make sure that on all of my outside pieces, I do have a slight angle to the cuts. That's just going to make it easier to fold in. And now your piece is going to look like this. One of the things, if you're new to box making, that you might want to do before you put the box together is go ahead and take it and just go around on all four sides to make sure that your scores are going to align. And by align, I mean this score meets this one. This score meets this one. And this score meets this one. That lets you know that your box is good to go and you're not going to run into any problems when gluing it because all of the ends will be the same size. So now I'm going to take my glue, add my glue to my pieces like this. Then I'll take these pieces and I'm going to smush them around in the glue, making sure that my corners are nice, tight, and crisp. I'll go on the inside with my big old spatula, get that stuck. Let's do the same thing here. So let's just smush it around. Go inside and get it nice and stuck. When I'm making a box, I generally like to use glue. If you don't have any glue, you can use what you have, but I like the stick that I get on my boxes when I'm using glue. So I am going to take this and just smush it around, getting this stuck. Do the same thing here. Get that stuck. Now I'm going to take my outer flaps and we're just going to bend them backwards. So we are going to take our glue, place our glue on these flaps like that, and then we fold it in. Let's go in with that big old spatula, bone folder, whatever it is that you use, and let's get this nice and stuck. Let's go ahead and just stick it. And then let's do the same thing here. Let's go on the inside and let's just get that stuck. Let's do our last one. Let's add that glue. Go on the inside and get it stuck. And y'all, I think that this is a beautiful, beautiful summertime print. If I'm able, I am going to try to make a few of these available on my website as kits. So if you're interested, just check out my website. If I'm able, they'll be out there. So now I'm going to bring in my medium weight cardstock, and I'm just going to trim off these ends because I really don't need them. And I'm going to trim it down to 9. And I'm going to go ahead and trim away the white band there because I don't want the white band showing on the cards. So now we're going to cut 2 pieces that are 4.5 by 9. 2 pieces that are 4.5 by 9. So now we're going to take these and we are going to turn them to the 9-inch side, and let's score at 4.5. Score again on the second piece at 4.5. I'm only going to do 2 cards, but like I said, you can safely get 6 cards and 6 envelopes in this beautiful box. And if I'm able to make this available in kit form, it will have enough in it to be able to make 6 cards, 6 envelopes, along with everything else that you'll see me using here. So now I have my little printed sheets. I am just going to take my punch and I'm going to punch out one of those. Then I'm going to punch out another one because I want 3. And then we'll punch out this one. And my little punch pieces say, today I choose faith, hope, love, and joy. And there are 3 different styles. And if you don't have a punch, you can just cut these out with your scissors. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take just a little bit of my Ranger ink, and I just want to go around the edges, just to add a little bit of depth to these. I'm not distressing, I am just running this along the edges. So now I'm going to take just a little bit of glue, add some glue to the back, take this piece, decide which side I like best, and I'm going to put it down like this. And we'll do the same thing with this one. Put it down right there. Y'all, I think that these would make great little craft fair sellers. So now we are going to make our envelope. Let me just cut off the white band from one side of my 12 by 12, and I'm going to take this 12 by 12 and I am going to trim it down to 6 3/4 by 12. Then I'm going to rotate it to the 12-inch side, and we're going to score at 4.5 and at 9 1/8. Rotate it to the 6 3/4 side, and let's score at 1. Rotate it to the opposite 6 3/4 side and score at 1 again. And then we're just going to fold and burnish all of our scores. Then I'm going to take my finger blade and we are just going to go to the score mark and cut in at an angle because we want to free this tab right there. Let's do the same thing over here. So let's just go to the score mark, cut in at an angle on both score marks, like that. We'll cut in at an angle as we're going down to remove these pieces. And then we'll do the same thing here. Cut in at an angle and cut in at an angle. So now I'm going to take my scissors and I'm just going to round my corners a little bit. If you have a corner rounder, you can use that. If you don't, you can see how easy it is to get those rounded corners. So now the widest part of the envelope is the part that we fold up. But I've had comments and people have thrown out envelopes because they folded this end up first. But I wouldn't throw it out. I would use it because your goal is to be able to get your card in the envelope and then you're going to fold something over. I would not throw that away. So if that happens to you, don't throw your envelope out. Just go with the flow. So I'm going to add a little bit of glue here and there. And then a little bit here and a little bit here. Now we can take this and let's fold up and fold over. And now we have a beautiful envelope that matches our project. So I'm only going to make one because I wanted to show you the process. But now we can take one of our cards and we can just put it in the envelope like this, and you can see that we can close our envelope. So I am just going to take this out, take these two, put them in my box, because now we're going to make the acetate top, and y'all, it is going to be so simple. Because it's hard to see on acetate, I have brought in a piece of white paper so that I can do this on white paper and it'll be easier for you to see. So I have a piece that measures 8 7/8 by 8 7/8, and on all four sides, we're going to score it too. So we're just pretending that this is my acetate. We're going to score it too. Then we're going to fold and burnish like this. And then what you're going to do is go to the score mark. You're going to angle in this way. And then you're going to angle in here to remove your corner pieces. So we do this on all four sides. So we're just angling to remove the corner pieces. I'm not really doing a deep angle. I'm just angling enough so that I can insert this into my box without any problems. So once you have done this to your acetate lid, you'll be able to put it in like this. So let's go ahead and do our acetate. When you're doing the acetate, you really have to get in that groove and make sure that you're getting a good score. Now I'm just going to do exactly what I did on the white paper. I'm just removing the corner pieces. And now I'm just going to fold and burnish to get these nice and crisp. So now we can take this and put it in our box like that, and y'all look at how beautiful that is. So the last thing that I want to do is take some of my scrap And I'm just going to cut off a strip. Then I'm going to take a little bit of my glue, put some glue right there, and like this. I'm going to remove this, and we're going to take this strip and we're just going to place it down like this, and then I'll fold it over, and then we'll fold it over. You know, I did not plan on that being such an exact fit, but it looks like it's a pretty good fit on here. I can see where I need to trim off just a little bit here, and maybe a little bit here. So now I can take this and we can put it in like that. I'm going to take this piece and we're going to put it on the top. So I'm going to take a little bit of my glue and go straight down the middle. We're going to take this piece and put it on just like that. Now, for those of you who might want to make something similar to this using your own papers and your own embellishments, if you're going to make this and you're thinking about selling it, go ahead and just make a print of what the card fronts look like and just tape it to the back. That way it doesn't have to be opened and handled. Or in this case, I could have just made a set of 6 that all have the same image on it. So whatever the image is here, all of my cards will be like that on the inside. So hopefully that is a helpful little hint for those of you who might be interested in selling these and you want to secure the box. Just make sure that on the back you have a little image of what's in the box, or it's a box of all the same sentiments. So I'm going to bring these back in, y'all, because it doesn't get any cuter than this, and I actually have missed making boxes of note cards and stationery sets. So I'll probably make some more in upcoming videos. But I absolutely love how these turned out. We have our cards and we have our beautifully coordinated envelope. Seriously, my friends, you can't go in the store and buy anything any prettier. And you know what the beautiful thing about it is going to be? You are going to make yours using your own beautiful papers, and you're going to have something equally as pretty as this. So thank y'all so much for stopping by today and spending some time with me. I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, I really need you to hit that like button because it helps my channel. And if you're not a subscriber to my channel and you happen to like this, go ahead, take a chance, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell so that you'll know when I upload a new video. As always, my friends, y'all, please be safe, be kind, and be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.